Este espacio es posible gracias a nuestros sponsor y media partner.
Buenos días. Mi nombre es Mark Graeber, Director Executivo of BNI British Columbia in Canada and BNI Australia in Melbourne Central. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today and present to you my tips for international networking and to give you some advice, hopefully that you can take away and that will be useful for you. So welcome today. A huge thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Natalia Beachman, Mercy, for inviting me. Also to Gabrielle Reichman and Alberto Frankovic and Tommy Katz, the national directors of BNI Argentina. It's a real pleasure to be here, and hello to you all. I'm going to talk today about international networking and to give you 5 tips in my short time that I have available that hopefully you'll take away and hopefully will be beneficial to you. So let's begin. Tip number 1, meet people through other people. The best and the easiest way to meet people is through referrals. If you stick around with other people you already know and who know the people you are looking to meet, being introduced through them or joining in with their conversations, you will likely receive a warm welcome and an introduction to the person you wanted to be introduced to. You can do this effect in LinkedIn, through the online introductions, or even through joining the right circle at an event or somebody that you know. So tip number 1 is meet people through other people. Really important and one of my favorites. Tip number 2, leverage your social media. Leveraging your social media is key, absolutely key, and it's the best and the easiest way, I believe, to get to know important contacts. To know them without pressure from a face-to-face meeting that you may not be prepared for. You can seek out like-minded people through social media that you would like to know better through your LinkedIn profile, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google Contacts, Google Plus, and more. Try commenting on a link that they put or responding to a comment that they make. You really want to start a conversation. And then offer them some value in return. When you have the opportunity to meet them in person eventually, it'll be easier to reference previous conversations that you've had with them. So you're beginning that initial stages, etc. So tip number 2 is leverage via social media. Tip number 3 is don't ask for a job or sell. Really, really, really important that we make sure that we're establishing rapport in the very first instance. Networking is not net sit, net eat, net Facebook, it's network. It's not asking for people for a job. It's not, in fact, selling to them. It's something that you should never do. You should ask people for information that can assist you in potential sales, potential contacts, and if it is for employment, the assisting you is the way. Don't create a barrier between you and potential contacts by being too forthright, by asking too much too soon. Your main networking goal should be to build a relationship. Relationships are everything, and it's about getting that opportunity or that potential opportunity that may arise in the future, and your contact that you've got may be willing to refer you. So tip number 3, don't ask for the job, and definitely don't sell. Tip number 4, find a reason to follow up. One of my favorites, the fortune lies in the follow-up. The amount of follow-up that you do and the clever way that you do follow-up is always going to benefit you. If you want to establish a rapport with someone, you've got to create a reason to keep the relationship going. And that's by finding some common interest, some commonality between the two of you, some particular hobby, business contact. It might be a person, it might be a book, a magazine, but finding a reason to follow up. If you read an article that you know that particular person would be interested in, that you can create a discussion, or you remember that a discussion that you had from a networking meeting is a great opportunity to create follow-up. Save it, cut out the magazine article, send the link, write them a brief note that you found interesting and that you think it could benefit them. You're showing them the benefit. I try to find at least 2 or 3 opportunities yearly to reconnect with my members of my network. It's really important that you do that consistently so that you can continue to have that quality relationship. So tip number 4, the fortune is in the follow-up. Tip number 5. Always remember to say thank you. My grandmother used to say to me, manners cost nothing. Being polite. Build a network is about creating genuine, caring relationships. And it begins by saying thank you. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for the email. Thank you for the message. Anything around that where we've got an opportunity to show our manners. Thank the connection for the information that they have given and see if you can help them in any way. But saying thank you is a really human instinct and people really appreciate it, and it's not done enough. Thank your contact for the information that they have given you. Maybe they've given you a particular contact. Maybe they've followed up with some information. A simple thank you. It's personal, and if you can help them in any way, it's another opportunity to go back to tip number 4, and the fortune lies in the follow-up. Share any knowledge that you feel would be useful to them. Keep notes. A lot of BNI members and exceptional master connectors keep notes and CRM files on all of the people in their network, especially those that are productive and effective. Learn about your contacts so that your future correspondence with them can have a personalized touch. So my top tips, 5 tips to help you with international networking. Really, really pleasure to be here. I want to say thank you once again to the team at BNI Argentina. It's been an absolute pleasure to do this. Pity that we couldn't meet face-to-face. Please reach out to me if you're looking for contacts in British Columbia, in Greater Vancouver, Vancouver region, Vancouver Island, and the Northern Interior. If you're looking for business contacts out of Western Australia, which is where I'm based, in Perth currently, and or for BNI Melbourne Central in Melbourne City, I'm more than happy to put you in contact. I wish you all a wonderful day. I hope that you have a fantastic conference and enjoy the opportunities and the learning opportunities that you get from this. Thanks again to Natalia and to the team. It's great to be with you today. My name is Mark Graber. I'm from BNI British Columbia. Have a great day. Thank you.
Te recordamos que podés participar de las rondas de negocios y charlas de desarrollo profesional. No dejes de recorrer los stands en los pabellones de la Expo con promociones exclusivas e información de interés.